2019 NCAA Outdoor Division I Track and Field Championships. Mizzou redshirt sophomore, Sophia Rivera. Tell me how it feels. First All-American honor, 6th place in the Javelin.
It definitely feels great to finally get here after years of training. High school, this is what everyone dreams about, coming to the NCAA championships. So I think getting on the podium was great. Not elated with my performance, but given the circumstances, the weather everyone had to deal with, I'm very happy with my finish.
What was it like yesterday when you found out that the event would be pushed back the whole day and moved up a few hours to today at 2:30?
It was definitely a shock. I was in my hotel room, ready, uniform on, number on, about to head down, and I got the call that it was pushed to today. I mean, not the best feeling, but definitely just roll with the punches, just get another good night's sleep, another day to prepare, to think about what I need to do. So all in all, not the worst thing that could have happened.
How did you spend your time relaxing the extra day? Any sleep, video games, books? What
a little bit of Netflix in there. Went to the gym, had a little impromptu shakeout. Just want to kind of keep my level up there. And then got a good night's sleep, and that was about it.
And obviously the temperatures, the heat and humidity is pretty significant here. Were you able to overcome and just put that out of your mind and focus on the competition and do your best?
Yeah, I definitely think the heat was a little bit of a challenge, a little bit different than I'm used to this season. But I think I tried to use it to my advantage, kind of tone down the warm-ups a little because the heat does that for you. So just kind of get the necessary movements in and then get out there and throw. And everyone had to deal with the same conditions, so not the worst thing that could happen.
Well, you foul on your first throw, and then you go second attempt, and you're in the first flight here. You go 50.88, 166.11. Are you getting a little scared at that point, thinking, uh-oh, if I don't throw a big one here on 3, I'm not going to be in the finals?
Yeah, that definitely crossed my mind. I tried to expel that right away. At this point, this is my first meet doing a full run-up for all my throws, so I was just trying to kind of fall back on that. This entire season I've been working up to this, so I was just trying to let my body take over.
And then you launch a big one on third attempt. You go 175 feet even, 53.24. That had to feel good. Getting back to what you can do and long throws like that, huh?
It was definitely a relief. Still, never satisfied, always hungry. But definitely lifted a little bit of a burden off my shoulders, hoping that I'd make it to finals. Did, and didn't end up getting an improvement, but was happy with the throw.
Yeah, that third throw puts you in the lead, and then you go back and wait for flight 2 to throw, and then you wait for them to warm up and to finish, and then get ready for warm-ups. What's going through your mind mentally as you have to sit there and wait for basically an hour till the second flight finishes and get ready for the finals?
Yeah. So the first thing I did, I went, got a cooling towel, and put my legs up, trying to keep my legs fresh, because especially in this heat, being in the first flight, having to wait for second flight, you don't want everything to tighten up, get too tired. So try to focus on staying fresh and not pay too much attention, just enough attention to make sure I made it to finals, and that's pretty much it.
And I think you went into finals in what, 4th place or so? 4th or 5th maybe?
I think something around there.
Yeah, and ended up 6th. You had 158.7, 162.5, and then your final throw of the competition, 52.72 meters, 172.11. That had to feel good to throw it back, on a solid throw and to finish the thing.
Yeah, it's always good whenever you can end on a little bit higher note. Again, always hungry. So I think given the time of the season, given the weather, everything leading up to this, I'm very happy with the performance and to be able to be here and to get 6th at nationals.
Well, tell me how you felt coming in the last couple of weeks, because a month ago at conference you just had an unbelievable meet. You take second in the jab and third in the discus, and then at West Regionals or the West Prelims in Sacramento 2 weeks ago, you sneak in the jab with 11th place finish, where 12 advanced, and then discus you're 21st. So how have you felt the last 2 weeks in preparation and coming into your first NCAA meet?
The weeks leading up to here, I've really just been trying to train myself up mentally as much as physically. All the prelims mattered was to make it here, and tried to just expel that entire meet from my memory, knowing that I secured my position here, knowing that I'd come in the first flight and had to perform good. So kind of the training the past 2 weeks have just been reinforcing everything we've been doing this season, just making sure it's second nature.
Well, what was it like when they handed that trophy trophy, and then they announced you on the awards podium as first team All-American.
Yeah, it was definitely a great feeling. I was so humbled to be here, to be able to be on this stage and get 6, and know that I still have more left in the tank.
Sure.
And 2 more years to do some great things.
Right. And what's this 3-year journey been like? Because you were on top of the world 2 years ago. You were getting close to breaking Madison Wiltrout's national high school record, and you were number 2 on the national list. And then you hurt your elbow and ended up having surgery. And I mean, it's been a long road back. But what's it feel like to be back on the national stage like this and have so much success?
Yeah, it's definitely a great feeling. It's definitely been a roller coaster, ups and downs. So I'm just happy to be back up at a level I'm happy with, but not complacent.
Sure.
So excited for the future and to train up and get some bigger marks.
Yeah. What's the celebration gonna be like here in a little bit?
Probably just head to the pool and then maybe take a nap.
Yeah.
So crazy, but with this weather, definitely needed.
Right. Were there doubts after you tried some PRP 3 years ago and you missed the Olympic trials, and then you end up having reconstructive surgery on the elbow? Was there doubts that you'd ever get back to this point?
Yeah, there's always a little doubt in my mind, that little dark place saying that it might not happen, but for the most part I was able to expel that, and once I had surgery, come back. It's been feeling great, so even if it's not peak performance, I'm not throwing great numbers, I definitely have a solid confidence in my elbow, and that it feels great, so I just need to train up and get there.
And what's next for you? You going to head to USA's in 5-6 weeks, or going to call the season?
Yeah, actually, I decided to compete for Puerto Rico, so I'll be competing for them and hopefully going to Pan Am's and NACACs.
And that's your dad's home country, right?
Yeah, and I was born there,
right?
So
you would then have a chance at what's the world standard? Are you looking at the World Championships then in late September, early October?
That's definitely the goal.
Okay.
Got a little ways to go to get there, but I'm hoping with some more time this summer, I'll be able to get there.
Yeah. How exciting is it that might be not just a couple of years or down the road, but maybe just a couple months? Yeah,
it's very exciting, very confidence inspiring, and just I'm really grateful to be here, be in this position. To be where I am.
Yeah. Well, it was sure fun to watch, and it's sure fun to see the resilience and determination you've spent last couple of years to make it all the way back here. Appreciate the time, and congrats, and enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sophia.